Hey guys, I'm back after about 2 weeks, I think. Sorry, I've been a little bit busy again. So yeah, this is another 4th gen OU match. I know Black and White came out, and I will post battles for that, like I said. But I'm waiting for the metagame to cool down a bit, and 4th gen is my favorite, so I'm not really going to give it up anytime soon. Anyway, I lead with Choice Band AZELF, and he goes with Ninjask, sets up a sub. And I'm going to U-turn out. I get the crit, and I'm not sure if that would have broken the sub otherwise, because he does resist bug. But Ninjask is pretty frail, and I am running a Choice Band AZELF, as I said before. So I'm going to go to Gengar because it resists X-Scissor. So just in case he decides to attack, I won't die, because I really don't have anything else to deal with it. It's kind of hard for offensive teams like this to fight Baton Pass, because you basically have to keep attacking and make sure you take out Ninjask so he can't Baton Pass any more stat boosts to his other sweepers, because I really don't have any phasers on an offensive team like this, so it's kind of hard to deal with it. And I was going to keep using Shadow Ball, just to get his Ninjask down to pretty low health, and I really wasn't expecting him to switch out at that point. I thought he might have been trying to go for another sub, so I was going to just use a different attack on the switch, but instead he decides to Baton Pass out when he was at half health, which is kind of uncommon actually. Most people get their Ninjask to as low health as possible, so they can get as many stat boosts in with speed as they can, but I guess he was just trying to save it for later maybe. So anyway, I went to Kingdra because I really don't have any other good switch-ins to Metagross. Fortunately, he does have Life Orb Recoil, so I'm going to be able to wear him down, as long as I don't make any bad switch-ins. And I go to Heatran. I didn't want to go to him directly, just in case he predicted with an Earthquake. And I do have the Shuka Berry, and I didn't want to waste that, because I was trying to get off a Fire Blast. And instead, he actually KOs me through the Shuka, which I really wasn't expecting at all. So I guess that has to be an Adamant, but I just wanted to check, so I went to FLYGON and then switched to Jirachi, double switched actually on the Meteor Mash, because I was expecting either a Meteor Mash or an Ice Punch, and if he was a Jolly Metagross, then he would have outspeeded FLYGON and potentially have taken out my Revenge Killer. So yeah, he was probably Adamant since he KO'd through Heatran's Shuka Berry, but I was kind of being paranoid. I probably should have run some damage calcs on that. So anyway, he has a Blissey, which walls my Jirachi set because I'm running a pretty standard Calm Minesweeper, except without Wish. So I'm going to Thunder Punch on the switch, predicting him to go to Ninjask, because as soon as I saw him Wish, I was pretty sure he was going to try to switch Ninjask back in so he could get some more health and stat boost some more to pass to his other sweepers. So now he's going to go to his Porygon Z, and I'm not really sure what all the Porygon Z sets are, but I'm pretty sure that I can stat up against them and do a pretty good job. So anyway, he's going to switch out and actually go to a Gliscor. I was thinking he might have actually gone to Blissey actually, so I switched to AZELF, and I was planning to explode on him with the double switch, but instead he sends in the Gliscor, like I said, and fortunately I do have Ice Punch, which is pretty useful in this case, because it gets that pretty unexpected KO on Gliscor. I mean, it doesn't quite KO, which was a little surprising. I mean, it's a Choice Band Ice Punch, and that's 4x effective against Gliscor. And I've definitely seen him KO lead Gliscors before, so I'm not really sure if this is a lot bulky or anything. So I switched to Gengar again, and I wasn't really expecting that knockoff there, which gets rid of my Life Orb. And that's a little bit annoying, but even though it's super effective, it doesn't do that much damage, because knockoff is kind of more of an annoying attack. I mean, it doesn't really do too much other than get rid of your item. I mean, it's really low on health and really low on damage output and everything. So now he sends in a Breloom, and I'm not really sure if it's going to be a bulky Breloom, and I've lost my Life Orb, so I wasn't sure if Shadow Ball was going to KO. And I don't want him to get a Spore off at any cost, so I'm just going to go for that Explosion and take him out. It's my strongest move, so I was definitely sure that he was going to explode, or that I was going to explode and be able to take it out. And he goes to Blissey as I go to AZELF, and now I'm going to do a double Explosion and get rid of his Blissey as well. So yeah, this is a really offensive team. I think Atticus from Smogon actually came up with the original version, and I just tweaked a couple of things, but I'm actually not liking this team that much because I think it's a little bit too offensive even for me. So I do get that crit, but I really don't need it. It would have KO'd even without the Choice Band because Explosion halves the opponent's defenses. And it has a base power of 250, so it's basically stronger than most super effective attacks even. So I'm going to send in the Jirachi on his Porygon Z, and get off that Psychic. He actually outspeeded me and got in the attack first, so I assume that it has to be a Choice Scarf variant. So I'm going to send in FLYGON on the Thunderbolt and just going to go straight for that Outrage, because it's Scarfed and I don't think that he has anything left to resist Outrage, so I should be able to clean up this match with FLYGON. So good game.